Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You're at the Cryptopolitan, your usual source for all news when it comes to blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. Today, I'm going to do something a little different. The Cryptopolitan asked me to go over what their top picks were for cryptos in 2020. Um, I'm going to do that because they asked me to. And then I'm going to give you what I think my picks are. My picks are like a Disney movie. What my picks are for 2020, they're similar, but let's get started. We're not going to head over to the Cryptopolitan. What you can though, go over to Cryptopolitan. We have a coin analysis on all the top cryptos, and that's updated constantly. I really don't like doing one of these now because crypto changes so much. Um, we could find out Charles Hoskins or Vitalik's Annabelle or something. Everything would change overnight. But I'm gonna give you, like I said, what their other cryptopolitans picks are. First off, um, let me. Okay, first is Big Bad Bitcoin, which you really can't see that well, but yeah, it's Bitcoin. Um, Obviously, Bitcoin is the one that people are going to get into. I think that there's going to be a big move towards Bitcoin. You know, we've had the slow rise of institutional investing. The not really acceptance of media, but it's more well known. It's not talked about as a weird alien. It's a accepted annoyance. So I think as adoption grows, Bitcoin is just going to get bigger. Not really adoption, more awareness and people just coming into it, and that'll lead to these other cryptos growing as well. It's biggest market cap. Um, I really think Bitcoin is going to do extremely well. Plus, you have the halvening this year and all that other stuff. It's of course going to be number one, which is not a surprise, I'm sure, to anybody. Two is Ethereum. Um, Ethereum is so low right now. It really, really is. And nothing has really changed from the technology. It's just gotten better with staking and everything else that's coming along. And I almost think that some of the setbacks that they've had in 2019 are really going to propel them further in 2020 because people are just really, really anticipating and waiting for it. No one thinks Ethereum's going away. No one thinks Ethereum's dying. So I think Ethereum's going to be a big, big gainer. I think it's going to really kind of maybe outperform what it did in 2017, 2018. All right. Uh, so that's pretty much the same. I'm number one, number two. That's not really a big surprise. Number three is Monero. I think personally, not just with the crypto bulletin, but I think that there's going to be a big focus on privacy coins for people that are in the space. Are going to be moving towards privacy coins in general, um, because as adoption grows, as interest grows, it's going to bring in a lot of things that we're not really wanting in the sphere, um, and people are really going to see how important privacy coins are. I think Monero's it's kind of looked at also as like a better Bitcoin. Um, some people think that. Don't kill me, but so I think Monero's going to be a big one. Um, Number four is Neo. I disagree with this. But Cryptopolitan thinks that Neo is going to make a bounce back. I really don't think it is. It looked like they were going to make some moves and try after consensus. Um, I kind of thought they would. They had a small pump, but I think Neo's just that's over with. The people that I worked with in the sphere projects that were on Neo that are moving off, I have not heard I mean, besides like a Neo fanboy, people who are invested in Neo, not them, but actual projects that are on Neo or work with Neo, never heard anything good. And it doesn't matter what the tech is. It doesn't matter how good Neo is. It doesn't matter any of that. People can argue that uh, Facebook is nowhere near as good as MySpace was, but MySpace had its heyday and it's gone, and Facebook's in charge, and it's not coming back. I don't think Neo is coming back. I really, but that's the crypto politics is to be number 4. Um, and number 5, Cardano. Now, Cardano, it's been on, these lists for 3 years now. But we're kind of, when it comes to Cardano, I do think it should be on this list. Number 1, because it's kind of time to either put up or shut up for Cardano. I think it's been so long and it's down so far that it has so much growth potential. Um, I think as far as Cardano goes, I think it's going to be a big one in 20 because I think it's going to deliver. I think it's going to deliver mostly. And if it does, as long as there's a lot of interest still in it, I think it'll have that major growth. Um, that is it. Those are the top 5 picks for the Cryptopolitan for 2020. Now I'm going to give you my list of what I think. My list is really wish I had made this better, but anyway. So Bitcoin's still number 1, Ethereum number 2. I think Litecoin is definitely be number 3 for all the reasons that it's always been up there. Especially with people entering in, it's a lot. Litecoin's the first coin I ever owned, an entire coin. Um, and there's just something about that. Plus, all of the adoption, the promotion that's constantly out there. I think Litecoin is going to make some serious moves. Like Litecoin's like 50, $60. It had been up to I'm pretty sure like 200 something back in 2018. It's not going to be that hard for this to triple, quadruple. I do think Monero is going to do well. But I think XRP, and if you look at the stories that I've been going over, I think XRP it's poised to be huge, to really deliver on a lot of the promises. But I think that there's a perfect storm being created with Libra, with the Chinese digital currency, and XRP. It's not resting on its laurels. It is pushing that agenda with the government, with the U.S. government. Not even with U.S. government, but that means really Western governments, the EU, Britain, basically anyone. They're really showing China as the boogeyman. If you don't want China to take over the world, you really need to use XRP. That is the agenda that they're pushing, and I think it's gonna work. Especially as, like I said, all these things fall into place as more people get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's gonna get more adoption. People are gonna get into it. People aren't gonna be scared of it. People are gonna learn more, and then it's gonna open their eyes to these other things. So I think XRP is gonna move. Whether you hate XRP, yes, they're centralized. Yes, they're kind of the bad guys of crypto. But truth is the truth. I think it's going to be huge in 2020. Then now my bonus picks. These are some cryptos that I think are going to do super well. MCO, which is the Crypto.com, and Crow. They have 2 different currencies. They have their MCO coin and their CRO coin. They are, if you don't know what this is, Crypto.com is one of the most used, the biggest apps, and financial institutions now, especially in the United States. I have a Crypto.com credit card, which I use more than my debit card. The benefits are amazing. Um, I guess I should have pulled this out before I. So, but their app, they have over 1 million users, real users. It's connected with a bank. Everything is. There's an exchange right in the app. They have massive growth potential, and they just got approved for Europe, so they're sweeping the globe as far as adoption goes. This is real world adoption, almost cornering the market when it comes to real use case. Everyone talks about we should use crypto for what it's designed for. We should use this is it. I'm paying my bills with crypto. Um, I'm buying, I'm holding, I'm moving, I'm tethering up, and that's another thing. They have so many different stable coins. I'm stable coining on the dips, and I'm buying back in. It goes up. I have more money. Goes up, and then I put it on my card. I pay my bills with it. Two different cards. They're both in the top 100. I think one of them's in the top 20. The Crow's in the top 20. So I really think that is going to be huge. Next is Apollo. Apollo's privacy coin, massively oversold right now. It's not just a privacy coin. Monero's a privacy coin. Dash is a privacy coin. Horizon's a privacy coin. Like I said, people are going to really have a big focus, I think, on privacy coins in 2020. But Apollo is trying to build more of a privacy ecosystem. So is Horizon. So I think, and they have a massive community. So I think as long as they keep their community going, they keep the focus going, and they keep promotion and trying to get out there, I think, and plus they're way cheaper. I mean, and that cost again, kind of like Verge. The Verge came out as the cheap privacy coin back in the bull run, and they had massive gains. I think Apollo will get huge gains just for that reason alone, just because the cost of the coin is so low. Next is Dash. Dash, same as Monero, except out of all these coins, as far as privacy coin goes, Dash has a huge promotion budget. They have Dash Force One. It's a jet. They have advertising everywhere. They back television shows, so their word is out there. Word of mouth. They're huge. They're one of the top coins. They're down. And now it's another thing about Monero. Monero in its prime only hit like $500, $450. I don't even think it hit 500. And it's down to like 50 some bucks. Dash is down to the same price, but it had hit like I think $800. So it has a better track record than Monero. It's went higher than Monero. It's had higher gains. Has a lot more adoption. Has a lot more promotion. Also, Monero is in the crosshairs of a lot of governments, and I think that's the one they always bring up. So I think it'll have a little bit tougher time, but I think Dash is going to have some really big gains. Then Horizon, same as these other ones. It's a privacy coin. It's a fork of Zencash. It's an excellent project. They have a very good, just like Apollo, they have a very good community. They're trying to build the privacy ecosystem as well, but more for like data storage and messaging, that kind of thing. Because they figure they can send all of that the same way on the blockchain. So it's a good project, good team. But I think the thing it has going for it, Dash, one of the big things about Dash is you can run a masternode on Dash, and you can make pretty good money. But it's really not that great anymore. It still costs you like $500,000 for a Dash masternode to 750,000. I don't know. It's a lot, and you're only making like 7% a year, 8% a year. It's not wonderful, but you can run a masternode, and it's a pretty solid investment. Horizon has two different masternodes that you can run. One is like a small one, and one's like a super node. But you can run the small node for like 1,200 bucks or 1,500 bucks worth of Horizon. It's not a lot. You're not making tons of money, but if you compare it to Dash, it's much better. And then the big node, it's only like 3,000 to 5,000. It's not. I don't know. I gotta look it up, but it's not crazy. Um, whereas Dash, they're just out of reach. They're not in reach for any like average Joe. Um, that's another thing that I think Horizon is going to be um, very attractive for people. Once again, as people come into this space through Bitcoin and learn about this stuff, that's what's going to, you know, going to make this Horizon look a lot more appealing because of the passive income with the node. That's about it. Those are my picks. If you think they're wrong or think they're right, or and that's as of today. I don't know if you know if uh, Charles Hoskins is a cannibal and or he moves to Ethereum Classic. You know, things could change. Um, yeah, so, but as of now, I think this is a pretty solid list for 2020. You guys take care. It was good hanging out. I'm Satoshi Sean. I'll see you in the next video.